Peace, love, and light. It's your girl Annie Mae, the Neo Soul Songstress, and you are tuning into For the Love of Music talk show. So, you guys, today I'm gonna let you guys tune in, and we can share the live. All right, let's see if we can get our co-host on air. Okay. Let's see, Mr. Kemp. Oh. Okay, we just added Sean. Okay, let's tag our guest. Oh, man. Make sure that you share the live, you guys. Share the live, because we are going to be having a great guest today, especially if you're an artist. This is going to, or a CEO. This is going to be lit. Let's see here. All right, let's get our co-host in here today. We're gonna read over the Lord. Who's calling me during the live? Oh, who's that calling me right now? Oh, Lord. Hello. Okay, now we're kind of back on track. Okay. Let's see if we can get our host in here. Get your host in here. All right. Goodness. Okay. Just drop the camera. All right. But yeah, you guys, I just want to acknowledge, and as far as, let's see, we lost some legends, some true legends, in the industry, and locally. And so we lost, number one, we lost one of the Isley brothers who wrote the Caravan of Love. We've lost, the amazing Roberta Flack. What's going on with this live? Okay. And also we have lost Angie Stone. That one really, really hit me. Wait. Hold on, Robin. I'll add you in a minute. Let's get her. Yeah, I'm going to get the co-host in there first, and then I'm going to add you in. Okay. Add. Let's add you in. Yo. Okay, you're on here. Okay, cool. So, you guys, we're going to be talking to Rising Star Talent Agency CEO, a music agency, a comprehensive artist management, booking and marketing, and host of the Other Side of Music radio show on musicroundtable.com. Miss Robin Stanton. Okay, welcome. Let's get you in here. Sean, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me?
All right, cool. Yes. Okay, we're adding her in now. It says adding. Okay, it's going a little slow. don't know why it's here. It's adding, but it says adding. What's up, True? What's good? All right. I see. I got some nice questions too here. All right. Let's see. I don't know. It says it's not. It says it's adding her. It says adding. Yeah, this thing on Facebook stuff is crazy. I said no answer from the live guest. Oh, what happened? I said she's gonna have to add herself in again or send a request again. Stop saying Facebook isn't responding. I'm gonna keep clicking wait. What's up with you though, Sean?
Yeah, just telling and I just got off the phone with the country music person that I know that lives in Florida.
Nice. That's real cool. Yeah, it said it was adding her. I don't know what happened.
What? I can't explain this one.
I don't know. She disappeared. Robin, where you at, girl? Oh, Lord. I see. We gave her an awesome introduction, even though my writing, it'd be hard to read my writing sometimes. Chat. That's and that's awesome. Anytime you see somebody who's like anytime you see a woman that's a CEO, man, that's awesome. Because sometimes it's as a CEO, you face it's a lot of work. Let's see here. I know. She said try it again and kick me out. Oh no. Hold on, let me try it again. Yeah. Go to send me the request, Robin. Oh hi. Oh shoot. We got Bishop Anderson. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. Okay, it says adding. Goodness.
Yeah, it works.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm well, and yourself?
Good.
Well, welcome to For the Love of Music talk show.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. So we have a list of questions here that I have a list of questions.
Okay.
And we definitely want to know. I already introduced you and told people you're the CEO. So all right, let's look at these questions here. So let's see. What are the important qualities of a successful artist?
Ooh. That they know themselves. They know their music. They have kind of a game plan on how they want to move their music along. Like I have an artist that is getting ready to do a song release, and he has a whole game plan, a whole layout for it. So I'm just supporting him in that. Someone that's not afraid to try different things, get out there and just do it. Let's see. Yeah. Be willing to be flexible within reason, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Word. Okay, that's nice. So, Sean, do you have a question?
Yeah. Like, I wanted to know, like, your personal opinion about artists not respecting, not understanding, like, you gotta be more than music, because every artist that I meet, I tell them you gotta have, like, a fragrance and a food item or whatever out here, because everybody don't want to hear music 24 hours a day. So you gotta hit them different ways. How important is that to you in that aspect?
Uh, yeah, I think that's important. I mean, I encourage them to get out there and do interviews, show up to support the other artists that, well, other artists in general, but our artists that are signed, all signed together, get out there and support them, just show their faces. Um, yeah, I think it's very important because, like you said, I don't know anybody that listens to music 24/7. So you're going to want your face to pop up in other ways,
Yeah,
you know.
like like me personally, I'm an intellectual person. I like to read.
Mhm.
I like audiobooks. And so I said to a couple rappers, I said, why don't you make audiobooks? Because that's rap music for intellectual people. That's what we like to
Mm-hmm.
listen to. And they
Okay.
said, we never heard of that before. And it's like a whole different world to them. And I'm like,
Yeah. I mean, they need to, I think they need to get out there and do the interviews, do the podcast, do all that stuff. So it just becomes, oh, hey, it's that person. Oh, hey, I saw
exactly.
them there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Oh, what is your agency's current vision for the future of the industry? And how are you positioning your artists to succeed within it?
That's a loaded question.
I
Love it.
I do
I
my
love it.
research.
So the goal of the agency is to change the way the music industry is functioning, especially in Pittsburgh. Um, you know, pay to play, I don't agree with that. That makes me feel like I always use the example. That's like getting a job at Wendy's and then paying Wendy's to work there 8 hours.
Thank
Like
you.
why would you
Yes.
do that? But so I pay to play is not great. I'm on Music Roundtable where I do a lot of my podcast through, and
Mm-hmm.
it's with Randy Hollenbeck, and his music station or our music station, we don't charge people to submit their music. We don't charge people for radio play. Um, it's why would we do that? We're also trying to get venues to be more responsive and more open. Like, I understand some venues do very well with certain genres, things like that. But like, get these venues to be responsive. Answer an email, answer a text, answer a DM, answer your phone, answer. And then don't start the conversation and then never finish it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'll get back to you. And it just never ever hear from
Yeah.
them. Um, so we are working hard to change that. We're also working hard to get people in Pittsburgh because as the year goes on, I'm going to be throwing a bunch of different types of events, and people are going to be able to see that, like, this genre and this genre mixes very well together. It's not one or the other. And I
Mm-hmm.
also feel like there's a stigma maybe with the word hip hop because sorry, hip hop means so many different things.
Yeah.
I have an artist that's testimonial. He's not gospel, but he's more on that end. I have somebody else that's more like black folk music. You know, I have somebody else that's just, real jazzy. Like, so hip hop, people hear hip hop and some of the venues, I think their ears just automatically shut without even finding out what's what.
Yeah.
So we are working very hard to find venues that are open minded, and we can start just booking shows after shows after shows. I reached out to somebody. I said I wanted to book 5 events. 5. Do you think I've heard back from them? Like, why wouldn't I hear back? I called another venue 2 days in a row. I'm not going to mention who it is. One person said they were going to send me the information. They never did. So I called back the next day. They claim not to be able to speak English. I was like, and they hung up on me 4 times.
Oh
So
man.
my thought is, that's okay if you don't speak English, but don't answer the phone, right? So it's just, I was done on Saturday. I was just done. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. So there's a lot of things that need to be changed and get artists to understand that. And actually, most of my artists do understand. Pay to play is not the way to go. You know?
That's it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I'm like, you want me to perform, and then I gotta pay you to perform?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, I definitely. And then when people talk about hip hop, like as far as what I'm talking with, some of the OGs, like they say, as soon as they hear hip hop, their minds go straight to trap music.
Yeah.
I'm like, my music is hip hop, but it's family friendly.
Yeah.
Like I'm not. Their minds go straight to trap. I'm like,
Yeah. And why would it? There's so many wonderful artists that I keep meeting literally week to week. And it's just,
mm-hmm.
they're all so different. You could put them all on one stage and get a different show from every single one of them.
Right.
But for the venues that have been open and letting us book there, I do appreciate that because it's great. Which is the Forge. I'll mention them.
Yeah.
Woo!
Homestead, they're awesome.
Shout out to the Forge.
Yeah.
Pay to play, and sometimes it's pay for admission fee. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all that.
Yeah. And
That's
just,
what
everybody's an artist, it's their work, it's their talent. They deserve to be paid for it just like anybody else gets paid for something. So
right.
Yeah.
I'm getting hung up on a million times to try and prove my point, but I work hard for my artists. At least I think I do. So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tough T Certified. Yeah, I think it's Sean, I think you're next. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say, and you're like like me personally, cause I'm a multi-versatile person. I tend to do everything, and I started out doing all this stuff, carrying with me like 5 phones under different names and stuff. So when people would call me, they'd be like, "I need graphic design done." I say, "Call this person," and then my phone would ring in my back pocket, and then I say, "Call this person." I'm like, how do you teach versatility to today's artists?